Hi YouTube, this is Rose. This is Apostle Laura Lee, Face to Face. Not natural, unholy. Some of the description used by Kim, who is her neighbor to this very day. Kim describes and uses words like black magic, curses her children, her children's children. She scared me, and so much more. This is another brave eyewitness testimony from Kim. I asked everybody that you would pray for Kim and Ken, and I want to say, Kim, thank you for being brave and having the strength. And I just praise God and I thank God for you and Ken. And I appreciate the courage that it took to stand up and make this testimony, because I know when this incident that we are about to share happened, your words were, she scared me. This is a very intense story, folks. And I just want to remind Jezebel, 2 Kings 9:10, and the dogs shall eat Jezebel in the portion of Zeriel, and there shall be none to bury her. And he opened the door and fled. Thank you for your time. I ask, if you're not subscribed, that you would please subscribe. I appreciate your comments and like, and I pray that you are blessed this day. If anyone would like to mirror my videos, you have my permission. I just ask that you use the original link so others can find the other exposed videos I have on this channel. God's peace be with you. Now we will hear from Kim.
That was a discussion about oh boy. That was the discussion about her being Mary, and that I just couldn't go there with her. I could not get behind that. I couldn't get behind that. And that it just and I didn't say it from the perspective of, this is biblically incorrect. I said, this just doesn't resonate with my heart. It doesn't resonate with me. Just leave everything else aside. And that was like kicking a mule. I mean, so that is a subject with her that, if anyone questions that authority that she feels she has, or that she's the end time apostle, which I've just stopped using the word apostle Laura Lee. I just call her Laura, but this claim, apostle Laura Lee, that is now Mary, that is now Jesus. Is, I mean, it was all the loop was, the spaghetti was getting too thick. I couldn't get through it, and so I just kind of called what I saw, and she changed. Her physical appearance changed. And I said, I'm sorry, I've got things I've got to do, you've got to go. And I mean, sure, she was off my steps in her car and down at the end of the road. But, it's a long way down to the end of the driveway. By the time she got down to the end of the driveway, she was back out of her car, and the stuff that was coming out of her mouth was just, it was just evil. Evil. You all are damned to hell. You all will be in the lake of fire forever. You and your anything you touch, everything is burned. You will never prosper. All these things. Just, and it was like listening to somebody that, that does black magic, that, would put a curse on somebody, or a hex, it was that kind of stuff. But with really clear intent and words. I mean, I couldn't come up with those words fast enough to think about it, you know? It takes some effort to think about those kinds of words. But I mean, she was, you know, you're an abomination. You and all your, and everything that you touch, and your children, and they're your children's children. Anyone, you know, anywhere you go is cursed. You know, I'm like, okay. And so the truth is, you know, she scared me. She scared me. And I'm not one, I really believe, I honestly believe, Rose, that I walked in this life with God in front of me. And that if somebody wants to say crazy things like that they don't really mean anything. That it's, you know, I told you, you know, I'm rubber, you're glue type of thing, you know, but I mean that. It didn't, that did not go out that way. It did not happen that way. And that's why I guess maybe my first encounter with something that is not natural. I mean, you know, in an unholy way. So, I mean, I don't. It's okay. It's over. It's over.